Hey everyone, this is Gary Kay, and we're going to use this opportunity in this Rants and Raves video cast to introduce a brand new product, actually a new product category to the industry. Thanks to my two guests today, Scott Hicks from Avocor and Brian Loosbrock from rAVe. Both of them are the CEO of their respective companies. Scott, first off, I'm going to kind of give you the floor because Avocor is going to introduce a new product line. I don't even want to tell them what it is. I want you to have the chance to do it.
I appreciate that, Gary. And hey, thanks for having us on the fabulous rave reviews as always. Yeah, Brian's been a longtime friend in industry, now a partner within this strategy we've been working for about 1.5 years around. Avocor and rAVe are really excited to be launching a digital signage solution really targeted for education, enterprise, and SMB, called the R series. Obviously, with rAVe, we're kind of using a bit of that R and rAVe as a homage, because really the heart of this is the simplicity and the power of the software that they've created and have done very well with over the years. We've actually wrapped around Avocor's knowledge in the display media player to create a full solution together, and something that we think is not only a bit unique in terms of how we're addressing some user opportunities, both for customers and even for the channel to support. But we've done it at, we think, at a value price that's going to be a bit disruptive to really create some interesting scale in what we're doing.
Yeah, and what's unique about this is, so it's the R series displays, but it's all wrapped. It's all in one kind of concept for digital signage, because you have the media player, you have the display, and then you have the CMS and content production software all in the display. Yes. All part of the R series. But the magic is in the way that this is going to be sold. And this is great for integrators. This is a great way for integrators to not only get into digital signage, in my opinion, but also to get into a hardware as a service model. I want to come back to you, Scott, and talk about that, because I think, the difference between a CapEx and OpEx sale needs to be made really clear, because this is a different kind of sale opportunity and that recurring revenue opportunity. But I want to talk to Brian really quick. I obviously know the rAVe software. Did you have to dumb it down to get it into this display, or are we getting the same rAVe platform that we're used to?
Yeah, same that everybody is used to and is going to come to love with us, and the simplicity of what we do. And as you know, Gary, like, we have been focusing a long time on making it really easy for organizations to just focus on the message they're delivering, not the technology and not even the content. Over the years, we've been building up a pretty robust library of templates to make it really easy for someone to come in, get their message in there, key messages, and get it up in display, in a matter of minutes, right? And that's what we're always thinking about. And that same interface, same functionality, same platform is being used here.
And Scott, again, this is an all-in-one display, right? You just plug power in, and all of a sudden connect it to the network.
Yeah, right out of the box. Yeah, power cord, and you're up and going. You activate and go.
And so you stick it on the network, and then you have the access to the software. But tell us about the hardware as a service model, and how this is actually going to work, because they don't actually have to buy the display or even buy a license for it. They're doing something quite different.
We did. We worked really hard from an economics perspective to look at ways people may want to buy this. And traditionally, displays, and even within software on displays already, have been more of a CapEx. A certain cost for it. You buy it, and maybe 10 displays at $1,000 costs $10,000. Well, we certainly will have that option for the 43-inch and the 55-inch. So I want to make sure I qualify. We have two different options on this: 43 and 55, two 4K-based displays with a media player and software ready to go. You're going to have a $599 or a $799 MSRP for the display, plus the software as a services or licenses that would come with it from rAVe. Or, and this is where I think we get disruptive and change the game a bit, if you want to move that over to an OpEx spend, we can starting at $29 a month or $39 a month, depending on the size of the display, based on time and year that you want to have those displays in service. Now it's a monthly fee in addition to the software license. So we can move this now, for example, instead of a $10,000 investment up front that's capitalized with the software license on top of it, now we're making for the same 10 displays, a $299 a month investment on these over time. So I think we're trying to make this, very easy for the customer to remove some of the friction points, to deploy a larger amount of product across their either enterprise or throughout SMB environments or classrooms. And I use one example, a friend of mine, one of the larger realtors here in Portland, he has multiple offices around town, and he is really excited that he could afford to put one display in each office. So every morning, his administrator could come in from everything from company culture messaging to, hey, happy birthday, or any type of pre-set up template that rAVe just made simple to use to just get the messages out with really not a whole lot of need for complex solutions to get it done or high expenditure. So that's really why we came up with these two different purchasing models.
And Brian, this is interesting too, because let's say and I want to talk about scalability in just a second, Scott, but let's say you do that model that Scott just said, and you've added a display in every one of his stores or his offices. They can actually add that same signage content to any display that they have in the office using Rise Vision because you have, you can use an external player and you have the software that works with pretty much any technology.
That's true. Yeah, we've been very hardware agnostic over the years and work with a lot of different platforms. And I think because we've been so focused on the simplicity of the platform, the content, many people forget we've been doing this for 30 years. So as a CMS, it's very robust in terms of scheduling, management capability, even globally for that matter. So that's all still there as part of this, and it all gets to be applied. So
it's the same CMS and everything. Scott, how scalable is this? So you talk about that application for 10. Let's say you go to a bank and they want to put it in every branch. How scalable is it?
It's limitless, to be honest, Gary. It's just a question of manufacturing capacity at that point, which right now we can build as many as we need. So we're counting on that. And frankly, as you start thinking about some of the larger Avocor customers out there, like a Pepsi, for example, or a Walmart, or you consider some of the schools that we're working with already through rAVe Vision in the K-12 or higher education. Once you can do this at a low cost and efficient rate, I know we've been testing this across our office locations. I keep walking in and every day get a different message about some of my employees or HR messaging that we never had before, that we usually were sending obviously somewhere over our email system. So I think that the scale is pretty limitless on this, which is what gets me really excited. Yeah. Because in today's world with remote and hybrid environments, messaging to our employees and creating that communication vehicle is critical right now.
And the last question, Brian, is security. I'm wondering about, you're going to put all these displays in a facility. Obviously, that's one part of the model that I know Rise Vision has taken very seriously, because you're putting your products into schools, and I know that's a big part of the market. I always get emails about all the different templates and options that you're offering for free for schools to do things, but obviously security's got to be an issue. So I'm curious, like how, what level of security we have here and how that's being handled.
Yeah, big issue, obviously, in education, especially, and over the last couple of years, it's very much ramped up in terms of, even to bid projects, you got to meet a certain level. Yeah. And just under a year ago, we actually got our SOC 2 certification, which is one of the highest certifications you get with software in terms of, at least in what we're doing, to ensure, give people the peace of mind that we take it very serious in terms of that. And I think that shows, and we have if you go to our website, we also have that on there in terms of all the different things that we are certified for. So and I think that translates into any business now as well. So again, what I love here is, the overlap of what we've been doing in education. I think a lot, as we expand on the corporate and other areas, like they can take advantage of it.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
And Gary, Scott, a little bit adding to that security comment, this isn't so much in locking the system down, but more relatable to, we also know that it's an unfortunate reality, but whether it's a weather pattern that was unexpected in the Southeast, or issues within maybe a classroom or work environment, we've actually built in a unique feature because of the Fuse software that was developed to manage the system as an entirety, which is an emergency broadcast override. So in essence, any administrator or individual remotely could take every display and immediately override to send a message out if it was needed, unfortunately, for an emergency kind of broadcast. So we think that's going to be a pretty unique element as part of having these devices, whether it's in a classroom or an office environment, to be able to quickly take over control and immediately send an emergency update that needs to be given out to the viewers.
So go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Well, it's a great point, because one of the things that our system is compatible with is called CAP alerts, which is Common Alert Protocol. Yeah. and a lot of organizations have, especially in education.
Yeah.
But we're even seeing more of those systems expand beyond that outside education. So that all integrates nicely. And in an event something would happen, all displays throughout the facilities, throughout the their locations will update automatically with that alert.
Yeah, remember there's a 43-inch and a 55-inch that hits the sweet spot for as the physical design goes. Scott, does everything go through you? They order it all through Avocor as part of the R series?
No, what we're real excited is we're going to make 1 and 1 equal 3. rAVe has a really good modeling already with their SaaS-based solution of knowing how to transact on a monthly basis. We're going to leverage that core competency in that internal system. Obviously, we're also going to leverage Avocor's strength in our partnerships in the AV channel. So it's going to be a dual approach. We're going to take both the rAVe and Avocor sales team, marketing groups. They've already been integrating on our outreach approach and how we go support the channel and our end users. And we're going to make sure that when the customer's ready to purchase, it'll be seamless, whether it goes through Avocor or through rAVe or through channel in support of that. So we've got all that pretty well figured out, and we don't have to worry about where it goes. As long as it gets its way to the customer, we're all going to win on this.
Yeah, this is a good model. All right, so check it all out. You can go to Avocor or rAVe, obviously. The product's going to ship already in 2023, the fourth quarter of 2023. So I know this will be in and around all the signage. I wonder if you'll make it to I guess you'll have something there in and around DSE. If not, certainly at ISE and Infocom. If you're in the AV market and you're targeting education, you're targeting corporate, your SMBs, and even large corporate deployment of signage. And by the way, everyone's in signage, even if it's just for the emergency services side of that, or even simple wayfinding and communication. This is a great way for you to get into the market. I'm excited for this. Avocor's done a phenomenal job. I mean, y'all have nailed the collaboration board business, so it'll be natural to do this. This will be easy, I think. And with your partnership with rAVe, by the way, if you don't know who rAVe is, you should definitely check them out. They have a great platform, as Brian said, they've been around over 20 years, and it's simple, rAVevision.com. And it's template based, but also can be customized. You have over 40,000 displays and 540 templates at last count that are out there. And they offer a free trial. So check it out at rAVevision.com. And of course, go to avocor.com and look for the R series. Scott, thanks for using my rants and raves to launch this product. I'm honored, and I appreciate the support.
No, we appreciate it as well, Gary. We've been big fans for as long as you've been in business, so we're glad to be part of it, and thanks for having us on.
Yes, the same goes to you, Brian. Congratulations. I'll see you at DSE, if not before then, and I appreciate your time, and congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks, Gary.
Thanks for watching, everyone. And of course, we actually have a digital signage newsletter that just focuses on digital signage. It's called rAVe DS. It comes out once a month. And you can subscribe to that at ravepubs.com. It actually comes out twice a month. I'm being corrected there. I forgot. You can subscribe to it at ravepubs.com. And of course, read all our digital signage news at ravepubs.com just by typing in the term DS on our website. So thank you very much and have a great day.
Thanks, everybody.
With